Thanks for tuning in to 103.5.fm. I'm your host, Zachary Brown, and with me today is Hamlet of Denmark, who has just arrived from Denmark after his family was unfortunately killed by an unknown force. We are grateful that you're alive, and thankful to have you here. Yeah. Okay, so our first question for you is, what were the events that occurred that led up to this? Oh, I'm gonna seem crazy. So, some people who I respect were out guarding the premises of our castle at night when they said they saw a figure who looked like my father walking around. And so the next night, I walked with them on their guard duty, and I saw the figure. It drew me in with its motions. It led me to this secluded area, and it was my father. He told me that my Uncle Claudius murdered him with a drop of poison into his ear, and that I needed to avenge him. I didn't know what to do. I was so filled with anger and hatred against my incestuous uncle, who married my mother within a month of my father's death. A month! I wanted to kill him in any way that I could. One time, when he was praying in his bedroom, I had the chance. But even then, I couldn't. Why kill a monster while he's praying, so that he could go to heaven? My father would never be avenged like that. And so I waited. And on that fateful day where everyone died, that's when I struck. So, are you admitting to killing everyone? No, not everyone. Just that wrathful wretch of a king! Okay, we'll get the authorities here, but while you're still here, what else drove you to murder? My mother. Your mother? What about her? Not just my mother, just women. My mother married my uncle in such a short amount of time, as if my father never existed. It's not possible to mourn that fast over someone you loved. After the wedding, I swore off women. For good. Even my love at the time, Ophelia. She was beautiful. She was perfect. I mean, how could you not love her? She ended up killing herself. And my mother got poisoned on that fateful day by her own husband. The only women I've ever cared about died. It's not fair. I never should have sworn them off. If I kept them closer to me and treated them better, maybe they'd still be here. I'm so sorry. Oh, the authorities are here. Anything else you'd like to say? Yes. To anyone out there who thinks I'm mad, I'm not. After the ghost of my father told me to get revenge, the only option was to kill my uncle. Getting away with murdering the king would have been near impossible, but the only way I could think of to do so was to fake my own madness. I'm done getting away with it now, because I've already done everything I had to do to that stupid, rancid corpse that was my uncle. He even had his own people listen in on my conversations. And that ended well, didn't it, Uncle? Oh, I bet Polonius loved the feeling of that blade going deep into him. And I got so obsessed with trying to murder Claudius that it got into my head. And after Ophelia died, I started questioning my own sanity. Actually, I don't know whether or not I'm truly faking it anymore. Police, arrest him! Thank you, Father. Well, that was a wild ride. Thanks again for listening to 103.5 Dawn FM. And next up we have, whatever crappy new song the Chainsmokers made.